Hello everybody, I'm Beth, and this is going to be my first video that I'm going to post pertaining to weight loss surgery. I had my surgery a week and 3 days ago with Dr. Alvarez in Mexico, and it was a wonderful experience. Just a little background, I've always been on the chunky side, and here lately, about a year ago, I decided I needed to do something drastic because walking on the treadmill alone wasn't getting it, cutting my calories alone wasn't cutting it. So I decided I was going to do something and take it into my own hands and go forth with it. So I looked into the lap band. There's a pretty nice, reputable center around here that does primarily does the lap band. And as a matter of fact, that may be all they do. But it was going to cost a fortune. I didn't want to jump through the hurdles of the insurance company. And the more I looked into the lap band, the less I wanted it. There are the maintenance issues, the fills like 3 times a year, all these nightmare horror stories that I've heard that I didn't want any part of. Lap slipped, stomach grew around it, blah, 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 blah. I didn't want any of that. So, that was kind of out. The more I looked into it, I got more scared, and I didn't want the invasiveness of a complete bypass surgery. So one day I was looking, and all of a sudden the sleeve came up, and boy, when it came up, that's all it took. I did not stop. I was researching all the time, driving my husband absolutely crazy, and I was determined, because I'm the type of person, once I know what I want, I am not going to stop until I get it. So that's what I did. I found the VSG, I found Dr. Alvarez, and I wasn't going to stop until I got it. So, needless to say, I scheduled my surgery back last fall, originally for January the 7th of this year, and then 2 days before I was supposed to leave, I got hospitalized with pancreatitis, which really sucked, and I had to postpone the whole thing. But fortunately, it was just a little hurdle. On the 29th of March, my mom and I flew down to San Antonio. We were picked up by Rosie, like anybody else that goes to see Dr. Alvarez. We were driven to Eagle Pass, spent the night there. Rosie came and got us the next morning and completely reassured us that everything would go off without a hitch. She was so sweet and kind, and so she took me and my mother and my sleeve sister and her companion all to Dr. Alvarez's office, and we met with him there and discussed everything, and everything went just like clockwork, just perfectly. So, sorry, I keep pulling my hair out of my face. So the night of the surgery, I was actually up walking, and they prefer you to dangle your legs or whatever, but I felt strong enough and good enough to go and walk. So I walked down to my sleeve sister's room, who wasn't feeling very good, and she was just kind of laying in the bed, and you could tell she didn't feel good. So I went down and visited her, and then the next day, of course, Jessica got us both out and walked us both. And then the following day, we went home. I had a nice little briefing with Dr. Rosales, Dr. Alvarez's assistant, and then Dr. Alvarez came up, and the two of them carried our bags out for us, which was very nice. But anyway, to the good stuff. I have lost 16.8 pounds, and I am only a week and a half post-op. And no, I don't want to get my hopes up to keep it going like that, but I know I'm going to face stalls and things like that. But before my pre-op diet, at my highest weight, I was about 235. With my pre-op diet, when I weighed in on Tuesday at Dr. Alvarez's office, I was at 224.3. And then, since my surgery was on a Tuesday, Tuesday's going to be my weigh-in day. So at 1 week post-op, I was down to 218.2 for a total of 16.8 pounds down. And I think that's pretty good. So, yay me. And it's kind of funny being on this side. Everybody is scared to eat around you because they feel bad. And I'm thinking, eat, I don't care, I'm not hungry. And it is so wonderful to have that kind of mindset that I'm not hungry. Go ahead, eat whatever you guys want. You guys could eat a chocolate cake in front of you right now and I wouldn't care, because I don't want to screw up my sleeve, and I don't want it. So, excuse me. Anyway, that's where I am, and I am hoping to do these on a regular basis. I've got some before pictures and some during pictures, and when I reach my goal weight, which is not going to be, I don't want anything over the top. I want something realistic, and to me 150 is realistic. So either when I get to my goal weight, or maybe 6 months down the road, or a year down the road, something like that, I'm going to compile them into one of those really neat videos before and after with the pictures fading back and forth or whatever. I want to do that, and I've got my theme song picked out, but everybody will have to wait and see what it is because it's a surprise. And so yeah, here's to my journey, and thanks for taking a look. Bye.